she was born a male but transitioned to be a female?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we say though, if we're being honest, that at best she's both, like a male and a female?
Well, I think a real female has the female parts and a real guy has the man parts.
Yeah.
But they can cross over and it makes them both. It doesn't make them one.
Right, that's what I was saying, right? That's why they're like 50-50.
Yeah, they're 50-50.
So then it's not really disrespectful if you call them a he or a she. All right, guys, we are here at Southern Oregon University. It is my first time back on the streets. It is man on the street. But today we're going to go and see if people can prove trans people exist. I've been challenging people for weeks now on this. So we're going to hopefully see that somebody can prove that a man can stop being a man and he can fully become a woman, whatever that means. So with that said, let's get into the video, guys. And if you want these uncensored, raw, uncut debates, you can go to my Patreon, patreon.com/streetdebates for exclusive content, early updates, and pretty much get to see where we're going to film, where we're going to be, and get all other cool perks. You're Asian, so you must be smart. Do you think any trans people exist? Yeah. They do exist or they don't?
They do.
Where? I've been looking for one all day long.
In here.
Do you have any friends that claim to be trans?
Yes.
And what do you think from your lens makes them trans? Is it just like saying I'm trans, or is there anything specific?
I don't think they have a specific.
Trait or quality?
Yes. It's just they are just my friends, like other my friends.
Okay. And you think because they say they're trans, they are trans? Because wouldn't there be more to that? Like, you can't say you're a dog, right? I mean, you can, but you're obviously not a dog. Are you from
I'm from
Korea?
Korea.
Korea? Awesome. So in Korea, do you guys have two genders?
We have transgender, but not too much, I think.
Okay. And South Korea?
Yes, South Korea.
North Korea would be different, right?
I don't know about that.
Well, yeah, ma'am, since you're from Korea, you probably have a better culture than a lot of people here now. So don't let them indoctrinate you into believing that there's more than two genders, that you can be whatever you want. Because, yeah, people can believe whatever they want, but it doesn't make them that thing. And the best thing you can do as a friend is to be honest with them and tell them you're mentally confused. So, guys, here's the sad part, right? She's from Korea, South Korea, and I assume they have a better culture, a good culture. She seemed nice, she seemed quiet, calm. But it's sad that they come to the U.S. and they get all this LGBTQ bullshit, where you have to kind of adopt those beliefs if you come into this indoctrination camp.
My neighbor's one. You should be talking to her.
Where is she? I've been looking for a trans person. Where is the man? Wait, and you don't think they're confused, respectfully?
Oh, hell no.
And on her mailbox it says Michael and Michelle. And she's the woman. Yeah.
So she's like a hybrid, like both?
Hybrid. I don't know, but she's got a van that she used to park everywhere, and it said trans them on it.
And it had a phone number, and she'd park it around our neighborhood. I think people complain because it's been in the parking lot ever
Okay.
since. And a pink Mazda Miata, and she never drives it. But it's in the parking lot. No, she's a real deal.
Wait, so so make sure I understand. She was born a male but transitioned to be a female?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we say though, if we're being honest, that at best she's both, like a male and a female?
I think she's both, but she identifies more with being a woman.
Okay. And what do you think from your lens, like, because you said she's definitely not confused. What do you think from your lens makes her trans? Is it just a belief system, like I'm trans?
No, she just like has that thing where she just feels more like she's a woman.
But
And,
is there any characteristic or trait about being a woman that makes her feel like that?
well, she wears makeup and she wears a lot of pink and I don't know. I've never really questioned.
But if I had a son and he liked the color pink and wore makeup, would you say he's a woman?
No.
Because aren't those things constructs?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
That got you thinking now, how you're like, all right, let me think about this.
No, because it's really complicated, because it's not just when you say transgender, you're just not talking about like one specific thing. It involves like a lot of different people with a lot of different like crossovers. Like take Bruce Jenner, for example. You know, he was the first person that really kind of put it out there. And then he identified more as a woman. and so he became a woman. And I
Well,
guess
if you had to, let's say, like identify or define what a woman is, what would you say?
somebody that can have babies
And
has the female parts.
okay, and then since your friend was born a male, do they have that ability?
Well, she could get an operation. I don't know if she's done that.
Well, even operations.
Like me.
Yeah. Even let's just pretend she was like 25. Even with operations, there wouldn't be a chance for her to produce sperm.
No, so that would make her a man.
But I love your definition. I actually do. I kind of agree with it to a certain extent. Most people will say a woman is whatever they want to be. You at least gave me like something to work with.
Well, I think a real female has the female parts, and a real guy has the man parts.
Yeah.
But they can cross over, and it makes them both. It doesn't make them one.
Right, that's what I was saying, right? That's why they're like 50-50.
Yeah, they're 50-50.
So then it's not really disrespectful if you call them a he or a she.
I kind of don't understand the whole big deal about it and the bathroom thing and whatever.
Well, do you think that people should be allowed to go into whatever bathroom, or do you think there should be there? Okay.
Yes, no matter if they're transgender or not. They ought to have, like, I think in Europe, they have, like, bathrooms where anybody can go into. They're not marked male or female.
Okay.
And just, like, do that. And if you're in there with a guy, oh, well.
Would you at least, because I don't think men are the ones that complain, like biological males. I don't think they're the ones that complain about women going into their bathrooms. I think it's women complaining. Would you, like, if women said, like, I really feel uncomfortable, would you at least respect their decision?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's what we usually feel with that too. Like, I wouldn't really care if, like, a woman's not gonna harass me or anything in the bathroom. I don't think so. But the other way around, a man could harass a woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where's this?
Wait another half hour for it.
Where's it supposed to stop?
Right here.
How come it didn't stop if you were right here?
I have no idea, because the guy looked at me like, oh, well.
Maybe they thought you weren't like waiting. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay.
I was hoping when we came over here they would.
I don't like to say this, but nothing in this world happens by mistake. No,
That is true.
I'm supposed to be doing something else like now. Like I talked to you, and now
And as long as you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, that's all you need.
Well, I like Jesus, but I like everybody, so that's cool.
Even Muhammad,
Yeah, well, I don't know a lot about Muhammad.
he married a 6-year-old.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hi, miss. You know any trans people?
Sorry?
You know any trans people by any chance?
I don't.
Oh, do you think that they exist?
Yeah? I think so.
What would you say makes them trans though?
I don't know if I'm well qualified to speak on this issue.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Well, people usually like when you're honest like that. It means you have humility. You're not trying to pretend
Yeah.
that you know something, which I respect that.
I really don't know enough. To...
Can I ask you like 2 quick questions before you go?
Sure.
So the main thing that people have been telling me when I ask them, like, do they know any trans people? They've been saying it's a belief system. When they say, like, I do, but it's just based on, like, I believe I'm trans, therefore it's true. Do you think that beliefs themselves are enough to ground reality?
I mean,
Like, if I believe the sky is pink, is that enough to ground, like, to make that true?
I guess in your reality it would be true, but
Like, you would say, from my perception, what I'm thinking or viewing or feeling is that it's pink. But we could all objectively agree that there's a specific set and norm for, like, a sky or the water.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think that being or claiming to be transgender is at all like a mental confusion?
I don't think so. No.
What about like the surgeries when people take it to the next level and they start getting surgeries to act in accordance with the other body?
I guess it's a personal decision. Yeah.
But would you view that as normal? Or like, if you're being honest, do you feel like there's something that seems a little bit off with that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think people have the freedom to choose what they want to do with their bodies. So.
What do you say when they're past 18 though? Or would you, because a lot of people are pushing the kid stuff with gender dysphoria.
Sure, that's tough. I mean, policies have created that norm of being 18 as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not a parent myself. I think maybe that would change if I had kids of my own.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at some point, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, because from my lens, even from like the basic, even whether you're a parent or not, you can tell that a kid's brain development isn't at the same level as like when they're 20, 25.
Biology. So are you trying to prove that trans people don't exist?
No, I want to
Are
see.
you against
I'm
that they exist or not?
I believe that they don't exist. I believe humans exist and they claim to be trans, but transgenderism itself, like as an actual like reality, doesn't exist.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, everyone has their different opinions, right?
I guess, yeah. Well, everyone has their own opinions, but some opinions are more meritorious than others, meaning some have more credit and validity than others.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, ma'am.
All right.
I appreciate you. Yeah.
Where does this go?
Street debates
Street debate.
on YouTube. Yes, ma'am.
Are you from Ashland or are you just here?
I grew up around here, but I go usually other like California and stuff. Yes, ma'am.
I love seeing it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, yeah, just street debates.
I'm not qualified enough to talk about this stuff.
Oh no, you're fine. You're not arrogant or prideful, so it's good signs. Yeah, thank you. I had a quick question. Do you think that trans people exist?
I know trans people exist.
Oh, awesome. How do you like? What makes you say that? Like, besides them just saying I'm trans, is there anything specific that makes them trans?
I think if they identify as trans, I should respect that they identify as trans.
Okay. But let's just grant, like, let's say we both should respect them for that belief system. Do you think it makes that belief system true?
Yes.
Okay. And then can we, how would you, like, I don't need an exact definition. I'm not trying to do like a gotcha, but how would you define transgenderism? Like, what does that mean?
I think it means that someone identifies with a gender otherwise than the one they were assigned at birth.
Okay, yeah. So like if they were born male, they start identifying as a female?
If they do, yeah.
Okay. And so how would you define generally like a male? If it's hard, I can help you too.
I think it's someone who is assigned male at birth, so I think it's medically defined.
But how do you, when the doctors, like, because it's the doctors that assign them, right?
I would assume so, yeah.
What do you think they look at to see if someone is male or not?
Their blood.
And then would we say like the gamete type that they produce? So like sperm or ova?
No, I think it's more depending on their blood type, or what their blood says they are. Their chromosomes.
Right, so we can also say chromosomes in there, like XXXY, but there's also like the other factor, which, because there's multiple factors, but it's also like the sperm or like the ova. So like if someone produces sperm, they're going to be a male, the other way around.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. And then can we at least agree, if we're being honest with each other, when someone says that they're trans, they have that ability, let's say they're a man and they're trying to be a woman, they have that ability to produce sperm, but now they're identifying, their claim is that they're a woman. So they're both a woman and a man because they have these physical abilities, but their mental state says otherwise.
What if they have surgery?
Well, even if they have any like top surgery, bottom surgery, they still wouldn't remove that reproductive anatomy in terms of like what they produce and the kind of like pathway that they have for producing sperm or ova. So it wouldn't change that because there's no surgeries that do that. Yeah, the surgeries that you're talking about are like what would be referred to as cosmetic surgeries or external surgeries, but that doesn't change the actual genotype or like what's inside.
Sure.
So like, if we're being honest with each other, because I appreciate the conversation, can we agree that they're both man and woman at best?
I don't know. I think that you have the right to choose.
No, and I understand people can choose whatever they want, but we're talking about like, let's say like a metaphysical, or sorry, like reality, right? So like what makes something real or true or exist or not? Like, are you religious at all?
Conventional religion, no.
Okay. Just spiritually, maybe?
I'm Buddhist.
Oh, Buddhist, awesome. So like, let's say with religion, like if you say that Buddha exists, right? And Buddha's teachings are real, and someone says they are not real, would you say they are real or would you say they are not real?
I'd say they're real. I think it's my choice.
Yeah. And then you would highlight that with, and compare and contrast that with physical reality, right? Like what you observe in physical nature, it makes sense that Buddha is God from your lens.
Well, he's not God. I mean, you follow him, but he's not God.
Pathway to God, would you say?
Pathway to enlightenment.
Okay, yeah. But you guys don't use the word God, really?
We don't with my sect, no.
Okay, amazing. Well, by the way, do you think that me having this sign out here is like, it makes me transphobic? Or like I'm spreading hate speech?
No, I think you want a conversation.
Yeah, and you've been respectful and kind, and this is usually how but people will be yelling insults at me for some reason for having these signs up, so.
I think we need to learn to talk to people who we disagree with.
Absolutely, yeah. Are you pretty like composed under like, let's say, controversial takes usually? Like you're not like aggressive or anything like that when people say,
No.
Okay, that's amazing. That's rare to see, honestly. Because every time I come on this campus, it's when people really disagree with it, they just yell and they want to attack sometimes. We need more people like you, though.
Well, I studied Taekwondo growing up, which is
Oh, shit.
defensive art. So
So if I tried to like hit you right now, you'd whip my ass probably.
I could throw you to the ground, yeah.
Sheesh, we do not want to. Fuck with her.